All right. Let me get you pulled up. Yo, welcome back for another offering from the Bourbon Boys Network. This is a very impromptu show today. You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
I was at work. I hit the nigga Fat. Like, what's up, man? When you trying to pod? The nigga was like, shit, we could pod this week. And I was like, well, shit, nigga, let's pod today.
Word.
Bro was like, all right, let's make it happen. And I'm like, cool, because there is a subject that kind of came up from the pod we had just did yesterday that I wanted to bring to you because, you know, you're a free thinker like me. And so I think we could have had an interesting conversation about it. But before we dive all into that, let me properly introduce the show. Yo, I'm Reed at the Cloudiest.
What's happening? It's Fat Liver Jones back in the building. Over here with the Bourbon Boys. Crash Out Bros for life.
Yup. You know.
Nice. What's going on though, man? What's happening?
Ain't shit shaking, bro. Like I said, I had a couple topics that I wanted us to have a conversation about because I feel like we'll have a good conversation about them. I don't think we'll necessarily be on opposite ends, but I'm definitely curious to see how you might think about them.
Okay.
So
You never know. I like to stir the pot.
do you want to get into some serious, deep thinking shit first, or do you want to get into some funny shit first? Because I kind of want to get into some funny shit first.
Yeah, let's get into some funny shit first. You ain't got to give them all of the heavy shit in the beginning.
All right,
Pause.
cool. Pause. Whoa.
That was crazy.
That's crazy.
That was nuts.
So look, check it. Oh yeah, let me get the rants with Ant. Damn it, let me get that real quick.
Oh, here you go.
Rants with Ant, damn it.
In the building. Let's go.
I love that fucking drop. All right, let's get into some ignorant shit real quick. Now, I don't know how
Favorite subject.
I don't know how Ant is about the word bitch, right? But I've been deemed Mr. Bitches because of my use of the word. And this next topic might turn me into Mr. Bitches again. We potted on it yesterday, but like I said, I wanted to bring it here to Fat. So Fat,
Let's go.
how do you feel about the 2 million dumbass women who got their information and IDs leaked because they decided it was a good idea to put their real state-issued government ID on an app so that they could post anonymously? Like, how the fuck does that work?
Yeah, nah, I said that shit was a CIA project.
Oh, shit.
Like that's definitely right up there with like who first of all, your online anonymity is the one thing that everybody enjoys with just social media in general. Like y'all could have started a goddamn group on fucking Twitter and bash men all you want.
Right.
Like y'all let some, I don't even know who created the app.
Right.
Whoever created the app, they definitely got all y'all information. Cause like I tell everybody, the emails, all that data and shit, like that's the real currency. Like
Exactly.
they collected 2 million emails in the launch of that thing. That's gold.
They got 2 million
sell those
IDs.
emails. Well, that too. That's like that shit went onto the dark web. Like I said, I think it was outside of it being a CIA op that I think happened. I really think that some dude swindled some women into believing that they can have a safe space to talk shit about men.
Yep.
As ironic as that sounds.
Now, Zach brought up a very interesting point about that situation. And he was like, well, yeah, like, what about if that shit was some deeper, darker criminal link to all of the human trafficking and sex trafficking that's been taking place in this country? What about if that was a way to literally gather the most potent information that you could get on a human being, so I know exactly where to find you, exactly how to find you, and exactly how to move with you?
Right.
So
I didn't look at that way either. That's scary though.
exactly.
I ain't gonna hold you.
So when I saw that the T app was first out, I think I found out about it weekend before the one that just passed. For note, it's Monday, July 28th, 2025. So I found out about it, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that. I literally found out about it like on Friday or Saturday. And then it's so funny to me that literally not less than a week later, this shit gets breached.
Yeah, I watched the breach happen. I think that was like either Thursday or Friday, and it was the weirdest thing ever because everybody was like, "Oh, well, we want to know what they over there talking about," and like I could have went without knowing what they were talking about. Like me personally, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Only thing, like I said, it was a play. I don't know how nobody saw that play coming.
Right.
And then you're joint, like you don't even have to use your ID on Twitter unless you want to be like verified.
Right.
So any of these other social media platforms that you go onto, nobody's asking you for your ID. And the fact that was one of the qualifications. And then here's the real kicker. There was a dude, right? Some dude infiltrated the shit. I'm talking about like as a member, right? Like a guest.
Right.
Nigga just put a wig on and uploaded a selfie and they gave him the go.
Wow. What?
I was like, yo, no real vetting. Like this shit was wonky from the beginning. And like I said, it sucks because it seems like motherfuckers was preying on women. Like that's exactly what it seemed like.
Okay, but to be quite frankly petty, like, am I preying on willing participants? Because when
that's entrapment.
Yeah, but when you signed up for this shit, they said, give us your ID. To any logical thinking person, it should have stopped you right there like, huh? Facebook don't make me do this. Twitter don't make me do this. Snapchat don't make me do this. All these other social media platforms that have come out, like you said, unless you want to try and monetize this page, you don't have to give us a real single information about you in order to use it. And so why wouldn't it click in no one's mind that, hey, this isn't right? Why would I need to give you my real self to post anonymously? Because everything you post can be tied back to you for real.
Yeah.
So this shit made absolutely no fucking sense to me whatsoever. Now, I'm kind of disheartened that I didn't get a chance to make a fake profile and go on the app my damn self.
You wanted to go on there and spy too.
I didn't want to spy. I wanted to motherfucking snitch. So I planned on making a profile and then coming on the pod and reading off the stories.
Oh.
That's what I was on. Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Exactly.
I'm out there using y'all trauma for content.
Shit.
It's the American way.
Goddamn right it is.
It's the American way.
So I was like, yeah.
I didn't think about it. Like I said, I saw the app and like I just saw how everybody was up in arms about it. Like more or less just men being upset that there are women that's going to be talking about men. It's like
you saw men being upset about this shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see nobody being upset about it. Not
upset like in the sense like this like woman haters, but like just on some old like motherfuckers couldn't wait for the downfall of it. Like it literally didn't last like 48 hours.
Yeah, well we had to wait long.
It was grand opening, grand closing, same freaking day. Yeah. And I watched it in real time and I was like, hold up. Like they have an app. All right, the girlies over here, they're gonna get their shit off. The next thing you know is like it was a data breach. 2 million women put their freaking, like you said, their government issue state ID license on here. Yeah. So now I don't know how y'all gonna protect yourselves outside of that.
They got y'all real address. Yeah. Unless you one of them people who be lying and getting down and doing whatever you need to do in order to move around the way you need to move around.
But a great percentage of them definitely got their real address.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they do.
You know anybody that signed up for it? Like anybody personally?
No, I don't. Because the women that I know, they not messy like that. Or if they want to be messy, they'll just continue to be messy how they've been messy on Facebook, on IG with the regular subliminals or the close friends. Like it take a different type of motherfucker to want an app purely dedicated to some hate shit, right? Because like one can say that about all the social platforms as well. They're all full of hate. Yeah, but I can still get on Facebook and connect with family members and do all that other shit that y'all tell me is such a great thing that it provides, right? It's not purely here for me to just hate and put a motherfucker business in the street.
Sound like you hate connecting with your family members. All that shit that y'all said was good.
Look, real quick story. So my pops passed in September 2010, and my oldest brother, may he rest in peace. I love you, Lonnie. But I'm gonna tell the truth. He's the reason I don't have Facebook no more, because I used to post like lyrics, like maybe a bar or two, one bar or two. Sometimes they were in reference to how I was feeling that day. Sometimes I just heard the bar and was like, yo, it's a hot bar, I'm finna put it up. Or it might have been a subliminal, whatever the fuck it was. That was my thing I did. I didn't post and give whole quotation behind whatever. I just put up a bar. One day I posted something about like, basically it was on some like loner shit. Like, I feel alone, I'm a loner, whatever.
It was on some emo shit.
Yeah, you know, get my shit off. It's 2010 and my fucking father just died. What the fuck do you expect?
Oh yeah.
And
emo bag.
Yeah, and this nigga came through my shit, came through my page, and I didn't have a problem with the motivation or the dedication to the motivation that he was trying to send my way. I didn't have a problem with it.
He hit you with the old black man, get out of your depression bag.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. And he was there offering, you know, help, this, that, and the third, but you put it on my wall.
Instead of like sending you a message.
Yes.
Right.
Now that probably still would have pissed me off, because this is why I hate the social media shit when it comes to these type of connections. I'm your little brother. You have my phone number.
Right.
Call me. Text me. Or if it's really hitting your heart like that, get on some form of transportation and come to me and see me in person. Because I'm that type of nigga. Like, when we need to have a real in-depth conversation, or we really need to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to come pull up on you. I hate having them type of conversations via text, because shit gets lost in translation. And I hate it over the phone, because sometimes over the phone, motherfucker could feel like you trying to send them or talk to them a particular type of way, when I'm just really just saying how I feel.
Right, but you got to add some level of clarity to it too, right? Like, if at least a phone call is better than, like, I get you on the whole texting thing, but at the same time too, with social media, the problem is that everybody has a platform, right? Everybody has a soapbox,
right?
And the motherfucker probably could have been shooting 100% that day with like the motivational quotes.
Yep.
And so your shit was like, here I go. This about to be an easy layup for me.
But see, that
shit fucking got blocked.
But see, that's the point I'm trying to make. It's so easy to go on a social platform and feel like you're connecting with someone. It's a lot harder to make a direct connection with someone, like calling them, like texting them, like coming to have a face-to-face conversation. That's the harder thing to do. And so,
I'm with you on that one. Like, if there's someone I know on social media going through something, like, I'll reach out to them via text. Like, I won't respond to anything, because first of all, it looks weird anyway. Like, you don't never want to be one of those people in the comments that just look like you're doing the most. So if I know the person, like, I'll reach out on a phone. But and even if I don't have their number, like, I'll send them a DM or something, be like, hey, everything good, you know, because you just never know. And I don't want to be the person that, because I always put my foot in my mouth. So knowing me, I'll probably say the wrong thing at the wrong time, thinking that I'm like
being the right person, doing the right thing.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, that shit ain't good.
Right. But
like, you make a joke about somebody, their parent just died or whatever. You're like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just anything could be wrong.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that was a foul nigga. You'd be like, hold on, my pops just died. Like, oh shit, my bad. Like,
exactly, like
that type shit.
But even if I'm gonna give the social media people or this generation some bail, the DM or the direct message would be the way to go to have a direct conversation. The nigga posted it on my wall, bruh, and I was blue, and I haven't had Facebook since that day. I deactivated my page that day and got the fuck up out of there.
I got rid of Facebook. When did I get rid of Facebook? I think 2020.
Oh no!
Like, when the world was like going crazy, like, I literally was just like, I can't. Because the problem that I have with Facebook is I know a wide variety of people.
Okay.
Like, just from like my travels throughout life. So I know all types of people. And what I started seeing was, I'm starting to see people that I know, and I'm reading your your deepest and darkest thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and then add into the fact that there's a pandemic, we got a crazy ass president, like there's a lot going on.
A lot of
it was
moving
just
parts.
too much. And that was around the time where I started condensing the type of content that I would indulge in.
Okay.
Like I used to listen to, like I had like a list of podcasts that I used to listen to like religiously. Now I'm down to about 3, maybe 4. But that's by design, because everything that everybody does, it's almost like you accept that energy in. You know what I'm saying? When people start saying crazy shit, you be thinking, because even if you don't agree with it, it puts a thought in your head that
exactly.
You're like,
you still let it in by consuming it, regardless of whether you agree with it or not. Like, that's why everybody's doing all this hate watching and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've literally got people to the point where they're sitting there and they're choosing to view and deal with things to have a problem with it rather than enjoy it. And it never used to be like that when we were younger, because time was of the essence. I didn't have time to sit up here and watch something I don't want to watch. I'm trying to watch what I want to watch. You know what I'm saying?
And if you didn't like it, you kept it moving.
Exactly. TV Guide channel. You let that bitch scroll for 2.5 minutes. You memorize the channels you want to fuck with. You flip through them. If the shit was on commercial,
I mean, but that's the other thing too. We got way too much content like available at our fingertips right now.
Yep.
So, you know, and to that point though, because I saw something today. So the clips they're still like doing great out here, just promoting the album,
right?
But they had a block party in the city, and they came out there and they performed in front of the people, and all the little Drake stands are like, oh, they falling off. They out here performing at block parties, and it's so funny to watch it, because it's like y'all are literally giving them all of the promotion that they need.
Yeah, by hating.
Like, they don't have to do anything now, because y'all are just sitting here, and literally all of the old school hip hop heads are like, y'all don't even know. So like the conversation that is being created around some of that hate watching, it works in some aspects.
Very true.
For some people, that shit could work. Like I said, for instance, with the clips. Everything else though, unless you own your shit, like 50 with his shows and all of that shit, like none of that, all of that shit is just pointless.
Right.
Like at that point, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, and I forget why I told that story. To it even goes back to the Teep shit though. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck was y'all thinking? What the fuck was y'all doing? Like, y'all hate them niggas that bad? And see, now I'm finna be messy. I seen a couple of them IDs. Gender, F. Height, 5'3". Weight, 205. And it's like, yeah.
Who's trying to do something?
Now, I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't had them all types of shapes, sizes, whatever, flavors, whatever, however you want to put it. But some of you, you know, particular women.
No, it was a demo. They definitely had a demo. But this isn't the first. Like, they've had websites. Like, I think there was a website back in the day called don'tdate'em.com or some shit. Like, there were actual websites where women would go online and put pictures of dudes, don't date this guy, and then
I was never familiar with that.
They got the groups on. Only reason I know is because a friend of mine, he went to college, and like that's how like the college girls, that's how they would communicate before social media. And shit. Like the blogs and shit. They had, it was like don'tdate'em.com, and then the shit blew up. But anyway, they always have these spaces where it's like y'all can go out here and y'all can tell. To some point, a lot of these men, they are creeps. So
very true.
That part I do get. Like, they do need to be able to separate just because a dude did you bad, like on some personal shit, as opposed to the motherfucker being like a severe creep and like he needs a label put on him.
Absolutely.
So that's where the lines get blurred for them. But
true. But that's where they get blurred in general, because it's like what you think is some bold shit, the next motherfucker might think, oh, that's some regular shit. The problem is the information has been released. Right. So now you just putting people business out there in the street. Y'all on there committing HIPAA violations. You on there.
Yeah, I forgot. They said niggas is out there burning bitches. Like they said a lot of shit.
They said a lot of shit, bruh. And so
The
I'm
crazy part
like,
is, but
sheesh.
they did all of that data breaching, and we ain't seen a screenshot from like a post or nothing.
Nothing though.
Like that's what I'm like. Wait, like y'all took all of the information, all of the data. Where's the fucking post at?
But see, like that's why it kind of goes back to what you were saying. Like, was this just a play to get the information in the first place?
It was definitely a play. I that's the only way I can look at it, because like that emails are currency.
Yeah.
Like you get 2 million email addresses, you can sell that shit to any. So it's data.
Yeah.
You can sell that shit to anybody, and that's how they track a lot of people too, through your email. Like Absolutely. You buy shit, you use your email to send your tracking information, all of that shit. Like that, somebody's getting paid.
Yeah,
and that shit hit the dark web. So it's like there's an avenue for it, like all the way around. I'm just kind of mad. This is another scam that I didn't come up with.
How did I know you was gonna say that?
Cause you know my play, man. Listen, I'm all for a good scam if I could come up with it.
All right, man.
It's selfish, but
let's move past the T shit. I had 4 topics. Did you have anything that you wanted to talk about? Because we could kind of ping pong.
Yeah, there was a couple things. First of all, Umar Johnson is broke.
What?
Like, yeah, you didn't hear that?
So I've been seeing everything about Umar, but I think he might just be doing what everybody else with money does before they get sued and claim they broke.
I mean, he talked about something. He ain't got no access to his bank. They told him his accounts basically don't exist. And here's the kicker: this man has been begging for money for since 2012.
Donations.
And he said donation gifts, but They said he only had about like $4 million is the money that he was trying to access. So you mean to tell me in 13 years, you've only collected somewhere like, I don't even think he broke like 20 million in collections, because the school still ain't up. Like, where's all this money going? Well, and you're claiming that there's $4 million that you can't touch. So where's the rest of this money?
Well, the 4 million might be what's left over from spending out of it. I don't think you just saved up the money the whole time. Like you
hustling backwards, man. 4 mil in 13. Like, he should still have a little bit more than that, is what I'm saying.
You know what? Let's do some numbers real quick. 4 mil in 13 years. Hold on.
That's not. Like, I'm telling. Like, it sounds
that's
crazy.
Decent money
to a motherfucker that's never had $1 million. It sounds like it's some insane shit.
That's $307,000 a year. That's a very nice salary.
It is. And you got to remember, this motherfucker was collecting donations. He out here doing speeches. He going around, like, and you know, a lot of that shit he ain't doing for free. Like, motherfuckers gonna pay for something, a flight, a hotel stay, something. And he was out here running it up. He had enough money to buy the building. Like, that building wasn't cheap. I mean, it's in Delaware, so you know he did all of that for like tax purposes and shit. But man, Umar better get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit. I mean,
I told you.
My thing about Umar is this. And it's my thing about a few of these social media influencers who kind of walk the line of what could be considered like civic or civil advocacy or you know, things like that. Dog, these people are people just like the rest of us. So we've got to take a moment before we really embrace people and really believe in what they got going, because 9 times out of 10, something's going to end up coming behind that contradicts everything that got them to that point. Case in point, Charleston White. I'm waiting on his day. I don't know what situation it's going to be, but I'm waiting on the day they get on Charleston ass. Cause this nigga plays.
It's bound to happen.
This nigga plays in everybody's face. Everybody. Like,
you know why he does that though, right? Like, he does that because he knows that people aren't going to do shit to him. Like, half the
A few
people that he be
have
talking shit
tried,
about.
but yeah, the people he be talking shit about, they ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, and he be with niggas that carry guns. He got bear mace. Like he's a wild motherfucker.
No,
Like
absolutely.
and people, you know, like I don't play with the guy because the motherfucker. I believe the nigga 730, but
Well, he got a glass eye, so you might be right.
Yo, so you know his backstory. Like he used to be like one of those dudes that was out here trying to fix up the community and all of that shit.
Activist. Yep.
Yeah, he was an activist. The problem is niggas didn't take him serious. So as soon as he started doing the nigga shit, that's when motherfuckers he got everybody's attention. So I believe
don't
a lot
say
of that
nigga
shit that he's doing is an act.
It is. I'm about to say that. I don't even want to call it nigga shit. When he started being entertaining, because that's all he switched up. He just started being entertaining. I've seen his interviews. He's like, basically, I'm just cosplaying an ignorant nigga. He's really being Uncle Ruckus. Like, try the truth. That's what he doing. But niggas like him, people like Umar, they start off a particular type of way, and when they stick around long enough, they end up damn near being hypocrites or the total opposite of what they started off as.
Right.
And now you've got a legion of people who support you who are now feeling some type of way about said situation because of things you did and actions you had. Like I used to
gotta get Maul on the phone. We need to know what Maul thinks about this. Umar is fucking broke. All of that fucking shit you was talking. I'm gonna tell you, this is Umar's issue. Umar became a meme. That's the problem. Like, and for him, the line of activist and entertainer, the line became too blurred.
Right.
So now, if you ask me, this can go one or two ways, right? First of all, he's going to have to rebrand himself. There's no way that he's going to come out of this still being the same Umar that everybody knows him as. He's either going to have to go completely serious, stop with the jokes and all of that shit, or full on crash out.
I think he moves into a different type of. I think he kind of just moves more into the. How do I want to word this? I think he moves more into the socialite who is heavy black as opposed to the black activist who just so happens to be a socialite.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that he can't play both sides of the field.
Yeah.
The problem is Umar alienated himself. And
Very
I know
true.
people don't want to hear it because they're like, no, but he's pushing black this, black that. It's like, yeah, you are. But what he also has to realize too is a lot of this money that's out here, these young whites, they're not on that type of time. And they're willing to help and give to whatever your cause is. But if you just saying, no, I don't want your money because you white, calling them cave dwellers and all of that shit, like, what you think's gonna happen? Who you think controls the goddamn banks? I'm not gonna say it, but like, you out here telling these white people, calling them sun dodgers, fucking snow puppies. Like he says some of the most egregious shit to white people.
Snow puppies.
Yeah, call it And I'm not saying that you got to be out here begging the white man for money, but if these white people are begging to give you the money and to help you get that school off the ground, bruh. You should have took it. Nobody was going to look at you like you were less of a black man because you got some help from some white people.
Well, you know what? That kind of leads me back to something I be saying, and people be having a problem with it. And I always say, in America, you can't have black excellence without going through a white person.
Yeah, no.
Like, nobody likes to hear that shit. And I'm like, bruh, they be like, well, let's take Michael Jordan, for example, right? Great basketball player. He played in the white man's league, right?
Yeah.
No way you give a fuck about Michael Jordan if he's not in the NBA, which is the white man's league. Like, I can go time and time again and give you examples of what I'm talking about. Everyone thinks Barack Obama's so great, right? Why is he great? Because he was just the first nigga who so happened to become president?
Nah, he's from Chicago, that's why.
Bruh, like... Hey, talk about
he was throwing up the ranks in the White House.
Oh, they had that nigga up there with Jesus, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X. And I'm like, bruh, Barack Obama, the only way he becomes great to black people is to become, quote unquote, the head of the white man system. Like,
you're preaching, brother. Now
like
you're preaching.
I'm not here to be pessimistic. I'm just telling you the truth. Like,
Make sure you give him your cash out too.
running pockets, $ running pockets. That's my cash app. Donations. But
but you're right.
that's just how I always felt, bro. Because like us as blacks, we're striving for greatness, but the greatness is measured by what white people say is great. You want an Emmy for your film, white. You want an Oscar for your film, white.
Well, even if you take it outside of that, like he wanted to build a school that would have the basically be academically credited or whatever that word is,
Right.
And that's based off of their system.
Exactly.
Like you're saying you want to have black teachers teaching young black boys. Okay, cool, but you're still teaching the white curriculum. So what the fuck are we doing here? Like that, you still have to have their standard for your shit to be accredited for any degree to come out of this motherfucker or high school diploma, any of that shit to matter, to mean something. You still have to hit their fucking bullet point.
Exactly. So you gotta play ball with what they got going because they're the one who said, as bad as it sounds, white people in this country are the ones who determine if something is valuable or not valuable. It's just that simple.
No, you're right.
They are the ones that determine if something is good or bad. It's just that simple. Like, black people make it a hot line, white people will make it a hot song. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you go to these concerts of all these hip hop acts, it's not us in the crowd paying hundreds of dollars to come see them unless you're Beyonce. It's all the white suburban kids who are scared to say nigga around the black man who they know will beat their ass.
Yeah. But they'll say it at the concert up in the rafters.
Hell yeah, they'll say it up there in the rafters.
No, there's a point to that too. Like for these artists out here, right? Especially the rappers. For a rapper to go platinum, like back in the day when it was you sell 1 million units out the door, you definitely crossed over. Like there was no doubt that there were 1 million. There was like 1 million black people weren't going to buy those records. Those were like fucking white kids in the burbs buying your shit. Cause you know, we would buy the records, but motherfuckers wasn't like consuming it like that. And we're not that big of the population.
Exactly.
Whereas though we could do 1 million on our own. Now it's possible, but you're not cracking that 1 million without touching them white doors.
Right.
Unfortunately. But yeah, nah, man. Umar on some bullshit, man. And the nigga broke and he's out here back to panhandling again. So
damn. You gonna sit in the car? You think you gonna sit in the car? Sit in the
park? He definitely in the car. My man looked like he ain't had a shape up in like a month.
I ain't seen
the crazy out here, yo.
I seen the video because the last thing I really seen of him, and I still gotta listen to it, is when he went on Mona Scott podcast. I haven't listened to it. I seen it was like 3 hours.
You talking about
Don't Call Me White Girl.
Don't Call Me White Girl.
Yeah.
Mona, not Mona Scott. Mona Scott is Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking what's the white girl name? What's
it's Mona Love or something.
Mona Love. Y'all both Mona. Yeah. Okay, cool. My bad.
Yeah, don't call her Mona Scott though. She gonna roast your ass.
Hey, look,
she Philly too.
Hey, I apologize, man, because I don't want no problems with you. Like,
yeah, he sat down with her. I haven't seen that podcast yet either. I'm gonna watch it at some point because I mean he's entertaining as fuck.
Absolutely, and he be spinning some shit. He be saying some shit though. Don't get it fucked up.
The problem is the line is too blurred now. Right. Motherfuckers don't take him serious.
Right. Very
like,
true.
And if you wanted in what his original mission, that people was taking him serious, but it's like the same shit with like a Kevin Samuels, or even if we bring in Charleston White, when you start doing the entertaining shit, that's what's going to catch. And you know how the real people win. So all I got to do, make sure I keep spending these. His quotables are freaking A1.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
The guy is just a nutcase, man. And you're trying to do all of this shit in the guise of pro-black everything. But like, we don't have enough institutions for you to even do that. We don't own any real banks for you to like put your money in and get any loans out of. There are a few black banks, yes, but even then they're FDIC insured. The white man all over again. Like,
but niggas don't like to hear that. Now,
niggas scared of the truth unless you put it in Times New Roman.
Oh shit.
The Times New Roman.
This is
18
Times New
point
Roman.
font.
Yeah, 18 point
Little
font. Yep. And if you want to make it spicy, bold, italic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you gonna kill him with the italic.
That kill him. That's like what? That's like computer typing cursive right there. Like, ooh, that
literally.
shit was good.
Niggas was killing that shit.
Now let's go to something that's kind of like totally the opposite of what Umar is. A black man trying to do something very pro-black. Let's talk about the white folks down there in Arkansas by the Ozark Mountains.
That shit is hilarious.
Because a lot of people are up in arms about that, and I said,
why?
Maybe we should steal the flow. This is what y'all want to do anyway. What they're doing is what black people have been saying y'all want to do forever.
Right.
But
the only problem that they have is they said they don't want no blacks, no Jews, and no gays. It's like, so hold up. Everybody else can come. So you got some Asians over there, a couple Mexicans.
Well, you
know,
they need the Mexicans. They need all of them to either teach or B labor. Why am I wilding?
I know what you about to say. That was crazy. That was crazy, yo.
I know why they didn't say certain people, bro. They like, we don't need the blacks. We'll deal each other our own drugs. What are you talking about? Man, these white folks down here in Arkansas. Yeah, they're in Arkansas by the Ozark Mountains, and they are coming up with white only land. That's what I've called it anyway.
First of all, goes back. I know y'all don't like when I say this shit, but Brandon sucks. If they'd have had a better name for it, it could work.
Like Mayonnaiseville,
whites only land, like
Mayonnaiseville.
Yeah, Mayoville. Mayoville actually might slap.
The Mayo.
Cracker Mountain.
The Saltine Settlement. Ooh, the Saltine Settlement. That's fire.
Come on, man.
Ooh, that's kind of fire.
White Trash Temple. All of that.
Oh shit.
But I don't, like I said, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I think what got everybody up in arms was the fact that they said that they didn't want no Jews there. I don't think they cared about black people or gay people in that sense.
The Jews cared.
The moment you mention the Jews, it's like everybody loses their shit, and rightfully so. Like, you got to respect that. I just think that they're doing too much. And you know how many fucking gay white people there are?
Ooh.
Them motherfuckers they got the money too.
Duh, they ain't got no kids.
This is what I'm saying. People be alienating their own pockets.
Yes.
That town gonna suck. That town's gonna suck ass. They ain't gonna have no culture. It's gonna be you know what it reminds me of? What's that shit? The Branch Davidians, David Koresh.
I'm not familiar.
That type of shit. You don't know Waco?
Oh yeah. Okay, Waco. Okay, I know Waco.
Watch. They did. I think there's a couple of them out there, but there's one on Netflix where the girl who played Ruth in Ozark.
Okay,
she's in there.
Okay, that's the newest. That's the newest adaptation about Waco.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Just the whole story in itself is crazy. And like this guy, he convinced all of these people to come over here and live on this piece of land. Told them that he was the messenger for God and that God spoke through him. He convinced these dudes to let his wives sleep with them. Nobody could have sex but him. That would have been when I'm like, all right, I'm out. Let me off the bus.
Yeah, because why can't I get no pussy, bro? Like,
yeah, you the only one that can fuck around here. What about the rest
of
us?
My dick work too. My dick works too.
Nah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I be finding it crazy how people end up in cults. So it tweaks me out every time I listen to JBP and they bring up Mark being in a cult, and I'm like, yo, this nigga was this old intellectual
that tracks for him now.
Was in a cult. Like, it's crazy.
The more I understand him, the more it makes sense, right? Like, he's a frat bro. You know, like fraternities, and I know people don't like the comparison, but fraternities, gangs, and cults, they're like all just
they're all one
a couple letters apart.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? One is just like collegiate, the other one is fucking dark, and then that shit is just some street shit.
Yep.
But
variations of the same thing. Yep.
Yeah, it's all like it's what they quote unquote would call a brotherhood. Now, I never understood. I mean, maybe that's just like the loner part of me, but I've never understood wanting to be a part of something like that, whether it's a fraternity. I get the reasons that people do it, but they're all the same fucking thing, man.
I think I know why. And I'm just going out on a limb here, so you could correct me if I'm wrong. You don't like feeling like you're underneath anyone else's control.
Yeah, that's probably that true.
I would say it's that.
I'm just rebellious by nature.
True,
like,
which goes with control.
I gotta come here every Sunday and listen to the same shit. Like, I got better shit to do, bro. And like I said, when the niggas said that, they was giving their wives to this man, I said, let me off. Because what Bible are y'all reading from? Because what I do know is that they said that, not supposed to covet another man's wife. Like, and you just out here. Yeah, he was doing the most, man. They got him the fuck up out of here.
He's doing the coveting for sure.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, that's what this fucking white trash temple is going to be. There's going to be a bunch of white. My thing was too, like, all right, so y'all want to live here, right? Y'all just want to live here. Like, so are y'all going to go out into the world and work with everybody else, or y'all just going to do everything right here? Because how y'all going to make any money?
Well, I mean, they're white, so they probably got it because you're building a whole town, and you got to have some money to build a whole town. So there's that.
There's probably some little trust fund. Because the dude, and that was the other part about it. One of the founders of this POOH white trash dump. He he's a millennial, like Gen Zer. Like, so he's not some old. And they said, well, isn't this like segregation? No, he called it something like selective living or some dumb shit that he said.
Rebrand.
Yeah, like you're trying to rebrand fucking segregation. Like, no, call it what it is. You guys just want to live in your own community. That's fine. I don't think nobody has a problem with it. Like I said, the problem was when you decided who could not come to your cookout. That's insane.
Now look,
crack a compound.
I had said some bogus shit yesterday. I'm gonna re-rock it today. Niggas will see this and be like, "Ooh, that's a fire idea, right?" But niggas will never be able to get it off. Like, niggas just don't know how to cooperate with each other enough. Like, they just don't.
Because everybody want to be the leader.
Exactly. Like, you already don't like having a black boss at work. So, what make you think you gonna be able to coexist with nothing but niggas in the city ran by nothing but niggas? Oh, man.
But that's the other thing too. I mean, it could be done if you had parameters. The only problem is, like I said, how are these people going to? Are they going to have their own little compound? And it's like then they come out to the rest of the world, because I think that's how the rest of the world is viewing it. Right. Like, people don't have. I mean, you have neighborhoods where specific groups of people live. Like, that's by nature, by design. People are going to live amongst their people.
True.
Which is fine. But you're basically saying, like, no black people,
no Jews,
no gay people, no Jews. And I'm like, but so what are you doing here?
They don't want no swag or no culture in their shit. Nah. They don't want no good time in their shit. They definitely don't want to dance.
Dry ass fucking bologna sandwiches and
undercooked food,
meatloaf.
Now, I give them this. Them steaks gonna probably be on point. If you like brisket, it's probably gonna be on point. If you like any dead animal, it's
nobody there. Who the fuck gonna season that shit?
Sheesh. I'm trying to think about what they would actually get off that would actually be good. Let me think.
Hate.
Oh, shit.
It's the only thing they can get off that they're good at is hate and racism.
Now, they do that the best, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes this country great for whatever it's great for, right? And I'm not talking about the MAGA great. I'm talking about, like, it's a melting pot of different cultures,
absolutely,
ethnicities, like, and we don't get a lot of these foods and ideas if we don't have these cultures around.
True, very true.
Like, I know that the online joke is like black people don't have no culture, but not like the white people don't have no culture.
Woo!
They're the ones that have like no real culture.
Like, they got a culture. Like they actually have a culture. Whites. No, they have a culture. The American white man in this country has a culture. It's
hate,
rob, steal, and kill. That's their culture.
Right.
So
yeah, but their culture don't involve nothing that is conducive to everybody surviving. Their shit is all about them. It's selfish.
It's about dominance.
Food sucks.
It's about dominance.
Yeah.
It's about gunpowder. It's about land. It's about money.
It's about gunpowder.
It's about commerce.
America, goddammit.
I'm telling you, that's what the white man about. I'm telling
Listen, they want to have their own little town. I don't see. Listen, as long as they pay their taxes, I don't give a fuck what they do over there. Because you know what? If you don't want me, if my people aren't allowed over there, then don't Don't come to us when it's time when y'all want to have an activist or something. When those motherfucking white people start wilding over there, and God forbid some babies get into some trouble, don't call on the outside world because y'all didn't want nobody over there. So y'all deal with y'all little freaking nasty Crackerville. This shit's just gross, man. The more I think about it, the more I'm just like, it's a gross idea.
Fat, talk for a quick second. I gotta go do something super quick. I'll be right back.
But you want me to do like a commercial or something? He said, talk real quick. Fuck. Ain't shit to talk about, actually. Oh, no, hold on. There was something else that I had. This is something else. Motherfucking, what is PH? Oh, no, there's some good topics out there. I got a couple of them joints. Right over there? Yeah. Fucking hot over here. Just edit that shit out. Up on my dancer.
Oh shit. All right, I'm back. My bad about that.
Nah, it's all good. You can just cut that little piece out.
I got you.
About the 48 minute mark.
Oh yeah. I'll let me know. For sure. Oh yeah.
You were like talking. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna say? I'm gonna be sitting here looking at myself like, yo.
I needed a lighter, y'all. I'm a pothead, sorry. I've been
you need your instruments to operate correctly. What else you got over there?
I got a heavy joint, but I don't know if we're ready to get into the heavy joint yet.
Yeah, what is it? Fuck it. We already here. We're going on hour 2 at this point.
Shout out to my homie Zach, part of the Outside of Lonely 708 podcast. He really was like cooking yesterday on the pod. And so one of the other things that it kind of came up was mass deportation and then all the loss of the jobs, right? And when he was kind of talking about them, it made me have like a real light bulb moment. When he was talking about the mass deportations, he's like, yo, those people aren't necessarily getting sent to prison. They're quote unquote being deported. But before many of them get actually deported, they're going to concentration camps.
Yeah.
Now, I found it kind of ironic that at the spike or uprise or uptick of all of this mass deportation, as they want to call it, we are seeing record numbers of companies lose jobs. There's jobs just being lost out of the clear blue sky. And it made me think, kind of like when we was talking about the T app with the human sex trafficking shit, because they got the information. What about if this mass deportation shit is really just the guise for the new slave labor?
It could be.
And that's why we're losing so many jobs, because now we have people we don't have to pay who are in confinement who gonna do these same jobs for free.
Right.
A lot of the labor that's being lost is labor that can be done in a particular place. Like when them niggas be in jail and they be making whatever and doing whatever they do, that shit gets shipped out of there. The same thing you could do at one of these concentration camps.
Yeah.
And so I just found that to be kind of like a light bulb moment and kind of like, wow. Like,
so let me ask you this though. The jobs that are, so are we talking like whole companies like just losing their infrastructure?
Most of these companies, if you look at them, most of these companies are losing or missing out on lower to mid-level management, but a lot of the entry jobs are the ones starting to disappear. The entry level jobs are the ones that your common person, no matter who they are, could come work it, just walk off the street. If we are supplementing those jobs and giving them to people who are trapped in confinement, who are quote unquote waiting to be deported,
don't have no choice, right?
They got no fucking choice.
Right.
What makes me think about that, and I've been on a completely crazy documentary spree. And so one of the ones I just recently watched was Seaspiracy on Netflix, and it was about the fishing trade. And they were talking about how niggas is being kidnapped and put on these boats and kept out there to
work.
Yeah, for years though. Fat, one nigga said he was on the boat for 6 years.
That's crazy.
Another nigga said he was on the boat for 10 years.
So how did they get there though?
So the dude who was there for 6 years was someone who was poor in his country. He needed an opportunity, and he was told, hey, you know, the guys down there doing the fishing shit on the boat, yada, yada, yada. They promise you opportunity, money, a job. Hey, come out to sea with us forever so long. It'll probably be like a month or two. You'll come back with so much money. And the dude was like, yo, he kind of courted me at the bar. He kind of seen me. It came to me and was you know, massaging me a particular type of way. So the next day.
That's crazy.
That was nuts.
And so the next day or so whenever, he went to the boat, got on it, and he said as soon as that bitch took off, the captain, which was the guy who courted him to get on there, just totally changed. His whole demeanor changed. And
maritime laws, baby.
And he, and he went from being, you know, this nice guy looking like he was offering an opportunity to literally what he actually was, which was a slave owner. Said they was in there beating the niggas ridiculous. If you didn't get with the program, they started chucking niggas overboard. And it's like, shit. You want to do that or you want to do this? And it's like, fuck. What do you do in that situation?
That's predatory as fuck, yo.
Man,
that's like the dudes. What the hell show was that I was watching? It was about Times Square. Like fucking, it was mad people that was in there. But it's on HBO. It's about the when like Times Square had the porn shops and all of that shit. Like it's around like prostitutes and all of that shit. But dudes, they would be sitting there at the train station or the bus station waiting for girls that show up, and they could like spot somebody that's like basically lost and don't have any direction, and
they got a mark.
Like, nah, so they caught a lick. Unfortunately, so the dudes that they didn't come back with any money, did I take it?
No.
So how the hell did they get back then?
Some of them just escaped. Some of them were freed by whatever government or who might have came across the boat, because a lot of these fishing operations were illegal.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't have been out there doing it in the first place. So there's people out there hunting people like this down, and a lot of these people end up becoming freed because there's an organization, a group, or a country that intercepted them and got them out of there. But dude was also saying like it's kind of fucked up because when that would happen, of course, they don't know whether you telling the truth or not. Whether you
you know what I'm saying? Part of it or you a victim.
Yeah, he was like, man, one time, you know, they intercepted the ship and one of the higher ups made it look like he was one of the slaves and literally talked to people who boarded the ship out of helping people on the ship because he was like, no, you guys scared. They left or they saw you. We're good. I'll take it from here. And they just believed them because, of course, they don't want to deal with the shit. Let them go, and it's back to business as usual. All y'all that was just talking shit when they was on board, I'm beating y'all ass or I'm killing y'all. And so,
that makes sense. I can see that.
So yeah, it was just a real wild situation. But that whole mass deportation for labor shit, I feel like
that could be the play. I mean, it's twofold. Right, so it's twofold. It could definitely be a play. They could probably just be using that to fucking backdoor some other shit, right? Like under the guise, we're gonna get rid of everybody, but we're just gonna, because not for nothing, these mass deportations, all of that shit, that ICE shit, all of that shit, they're fucking with a lot of of the workforce.
Yeah,
like not for nothing, a lot of the people that are here, whether they're here illegally or not, like they're here to work. Like motherfuckers is hard workers. And when you start getting rid of the people that are going to take the low end jobs, right? Because what everybody wants to say, oh, you know, they're taking the jobs nobody wants. It's like, no, they're not taking the jobs nobody wants. They're taking the pay that nobody wants.
Right.
Motherfuckers will do the jobs if you give them a livable wage. But what's the point of giving somebody a livable wage if you need people to depend on you?
True.
Unfortunately, if you're running a business, you need those people to depend on you. So you give them just enough so they have to come back the following week. You know, like a motherfucking over in Europe, right? So from what I understand, the European Union, everybody gets taken care of, right? If you're in the workforce, you get a decent salary. Like a fucking waiter could live like a comfortable life,
right?
And go on vacation, raise a family, all of that shit, because they will get like a livable salary,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Their health benefits, all of that shit comes out of their job. It's only here in America where these motherfuckers got their hand in every pocket you got. You put fucking money in your left pocket, they fucking taking the shit out the right pocket.
Well, it's it's modern day slavery when you think about it. Like, my whole running theory behind the Civil War and why the North wanted people to be free and why the South wanted people to be kept is purely money. I think the North saw a whole demographic of people who can now enter the workforce, be taxed, and pushed back into the economy, as opposed to the South, like, nah, these motherfuckers could just work for free.
Exactly.
Like, that's all that shit was about. It wasn't about
same shit.
Yeah, it wasn't about freeing the black man. It was about
it was a money play.
How we gonna use the black man? We arguing over that. We went to war over that.
And the crazy part is they spun the people so good they still getting the shit off today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we all are like part of this goddamn plan that they had hundreds of years ago that is working out in their favor.
Yeah.
And what the hell we gonna do? You can't buck the system.
Nope.
Like, unless you want to be a homeless nigga.
Now look, people, and see, here goes my thing about, and so I'll get into another theory I got. I'm glad I got you here because I got theories, bro. I got fucking theories.
I'll be throwing the tinfoil POOH SHIESTY. I seen somebody with one of those. Instead of a tinfoil hat, the whole SHIESTY, just tinfoil.
The tinfoil POOH SHIESTY might be the name of this episode.
I'm gonna find the picture for you too.
So, check it. Everybody talking about Trump dictatorship. He's never want to leave office. This, that, or the third, right? Okay, cool. I get that. That's very scary for a country and for a group of people in a demographic of people who feel like that they've had a choice in what their government and how they govern. Correct? Most of the countries right now who are quote unquote attacking America or coming after us in a particular type of way, most of those countries are dictatorships.
Okay.
What if the American government or just the people who are in power, maybe it's not about Donald Trump being the dictator, but what about if it's just about us becoming a place that has a dictatorship? Because on a grander scale, this country at some point is going to need to be able to move a particular type of way that doesn't have checks and balances. Like, if I need to George Bush the button, I'm not sitting up here trying to talk to Congress about this shit, nor give a fuck about what the people think about what we're doing. We're doing this in order to keep this shit better than they shit, away from they shit, or becoming occupied by they shit.
So I think one part of that I don't think that goes into the factor of this theory is that the reason that our country is so advanced in like how everything is because of the intelligence that we have, right? Like, if you try to get rid of all of that shit and you go straight with, all right, now I'm just gonna push the button because I feel like it's like, then you're wasting all of those resources. CIA, all of that shit. Like, yeah, we say that they ops and all of that shit for whatever, but do know that, you know, before like 9/11 and all of that shit, motherfuckers was out here, you know, old school in it. Now they got, man, they can watch you from freaking afar. Send a little drone over your house. Look at, see how many people in there.
But that's what they do to us, though. I'm not talking about the government.
No, I'm saying they could do that shit with other countries. That's why other countries fear us.
Right.
Because we some crash outs. Like we got all of the information. We'll come over there, knock your shit over, and tell people, yeah, we're gonna give y'all whatever because it looks grand. Like we make that shit look good on TV. And you can convince other people in poor countries that we doing, the people is fear. They control people with fear.
Absolutely.
And all of these other countries, like, yeah, they're doing all of that shit, but if people really got a taste of what it was really like to live here or whatever this American dream was, they wouldn't be falling for that shit either. But you got other countries where it looks good. People, I could be an actor, I could be this, I could be, all right, go ahead, bring your ass over to Hollywood and you're gonna be down there on Skid Row with the rest of the motherfuckers with their broken dreams. Unfortunately, that's what happens. They sell a dream to everybody. You can have the white picket fence, you could do this, you could do that. And what the hell was it? Another one of the movies that was Patriots Day about the attack on the Boston Marathon. The thing, what I watched it a few times. The last time I watched it, what I picked up on it was the father of the two boys. He radicalized his own kids, right, or at least the oldest, because they were born there, right? The father and the mom, they came here. Their kids were born here, and they were told that they were great. And he wanted to be, the motherfucker was nice with the hands. He was a boxer, and he was going to be they wouldn't let him be an Olympic boxer for the U.S. because he was Muslim. Okay. So from that moment on, his whole idea of the American dream went out the fucking window. Because it's like you told my pops that we come here, we do everything you say, by the book, line it up. I could be anything I want. And he really liked boxing. Like he was really, really good at it. Right. And when they told him that he couldn't do it because he was Muslim, that radicalized him. Right there. He started hating the country that, because like I said, they were born here. It wasn't like
they were actually natural born citizens.
Yeah, they were Americanized kids. And like you telling him based on his religion that he can't represent the US because of global geopolitics, all of that bullshit. But meanwhile, I can pay taxes, I can freaking go to your school, I can follow all your rules, I can do all of the dumb shit that you want from American people, but when it's time for me to actually want to be an American, it's like, nah, you can't be that American. Right. So, point being, if enough people realize that, it'll turn everybody against us.
But see, but everybody's kind of already against us, though. I'm talking about the people that matter. I'm talking about Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, India.
Russia ain't never fuck with the U.S. anyway.
Yeah, I get that, but see, them niggas on some clicked up brick shit. Pause. That brick shit.
Crazy. That's crazy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Bricks, the Brexit or whatever.
That shit is a problem.
Yeah, but you know why Russia doesn't fuck with us? Because Russia, basically, America wants to tell everybody
what to do,
how to run their house, right? And Russia is like, how you gonna tell us how to treat our people when you don't even treat your own people that you stole and brought over there? Gave them citizenship, basically how they treat black people. Now, yeah, Russia, they don't even fuck with black people. But the fact that they can sit there and tell America, yo, y'all ain't shit for the way that y'all treat y'all people that you claim are American. If they're so American, why do you not treat them like they're American? Why do they get treated as freaking guests here? Like, but you want to tell us how to treat our people? Because you know that in Russian prisons, like, them motherfuckers, I think they like keep the lights on and shit. Like that shit is like uncomfortable. And America's basically telling them, oh, you shouldn't treat your prisoners like that.
That's inhumane.
Yeah, like who the fuck are you? Like, no, some shit because I'm a firm believer in if a motherfucker, certain crimes could be alleviated if motherfuckers was just if you could kill a motherfucker. Like fucking child molesters, I think there would be
that Chinese shit though. That's that Chinese shit.
A lot less. Yeah. Yo, you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, off with his head.
That's low-key how it used to be back in Africa too. They used to chop the thieves' hands off
and do that shit on fucking national television to set the example. Now everybody, oh, that's inhumane. It's fucking, you're going to traumatize the kids. It's like, yeah, but these kids are being traumatized by these fucking perverts every day, men and women. These fucking teachers out here having goddamn babies from their students.
Yeah.
Like, now, yeah, she should die too. And unfortunately, the little demon seed got to go too. Like,
oh shit.
no, because here's the thing. Think about it like that. So,
bruh,
motherfuckers is so pro-life.
Come on. You can't give it up like that and think my black ass gonna just gloss over that. Like, pause. All right, go ahead, Fat.
Nah, because
go ahead, Fat.
So I mean, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy, bro.
But the reality of it is you're bringing a child into this world that was conceived behind some nastiness. Like, and then how do you explain that to that kid later when that kid wants to know where the hell they came from? Because motherfuckers is nosy as shit. It's like that dude that fucking fertility doctor that made all those kids.
Yeah.
Once the motherfuckers got on that 23andMe and that shit started connecting the dots, this nigga, yo, some sick shit, man. And you don't want to know, like, that's why I'm a firm believer. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, there's certain shit that if you want to keep it that way, keep it that way. But you're going to basically bring a baby into this world that was conceived behind some egregious, gross shit. Like, that's fucked up.
Mm.
That's fucked up. But if you start executing motherfuckers on television behind doing some shit like that, guess what happens? It kind of dies down. I'm not going to say you're going to get rid of it, but it'll die down. It'll definitely die down because motherfuckers will think twice, especially if you get to do like street justice. Like, oh man, what if they let the niggas, like how the parents did Freddy Krueger, and they all went and burnt his house down because they thought he was touching the little kids. You send a bunch of crazy ass fucking prisoners, be like, yo, all right, on every Saturday we let the prisoners go to find the fucking pedophiles, whoop their ass. There's dudes online that be doing that shit. They be setting niggas up. Motherfuckers
I
be
think
in
half
like
that shit is
supermarket.
fake. I think half that shit is fake.
I think it is too, but like they be punching the shit out of some of the motherfuckers.
Niggas
like,
be desperate for money though, bro.
Yeah, well, listen. Either way, it's a good idea.
I'm always I guess I'm on the opposite side of this. Cause my thing about the street justice shit is this. Now you took it a lot more extreme than the person I was going back and forth with about the subject. Cause they was like, nah, if you just let a motherfucker get some hand and feet on them, they'll think twice next time. I'm like, yeah. What about if their reaction to thinking twice is shooting your motherfucking ass this time? Like,
yeah, nah.
like that be the thing sometimes about street justice and repercussions. Like, if I punch you and then you shoot me, can I be mad at you for shooting me because I put my hands on you? Because you felt like I should put my hands on you?
That depends on what your moral compass is. Some people will be like, yo, you know what, you got that. Some people will be like, yo, why you shoot me? You could have just swung back. Like,
right? And so
that's what I'm saying, your moral compass.
So the street justice thing gets kind of murky for me because it's like, okay, what falls under that? Because the same way you might think this deserves street justice, somebody else might think it doesn't, and vice versa. Right. And so it turns into this whole conundrum of a thing as to why they feel like, or we feel like we have rules and laws and police and this, that, and the third. Because if people really got to trying to police themselves, bro, let me be more clear. If the American people got to a point where they were trying to police themselves, it would really be the purge outside.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, not for a second would there be a moment of trying to cooperate before there was the moment of utter chaos. The chaos is going to come way before any type of motherfuckers trying to cooperate, especially with this population. So,
no, you're right about that.
So to loop it back around to the street justice thing, what happens when, let's say, some street justice is performed and come to find out that shouldn't have took place because that was under false pretenses? Just like how we have in the actual court of law where some shit come back bogus, this, that, or the third, yada, yada, yada.
Hey man, I didn't say it was going to be perfect.
So you just want to see niggas get their ass beat. Okay, thank. All right. This nigga here.
It tracks, man. It tracks. I listen. I'm from the old school. Sometimes you gotta put hands on niggas, but not in that case. Like I said, you catch a motherfucker red-handed, there should be no question about it.
No, I feel that.
Unfortunately, like I just think that would set a prime example. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, people think that making people suffer is a form of rehabilitation. And what I mean by that is you put them in a prison with all of these other angry people. First of all, they're going to get beat up if they're in there on that type of time. That's just the rules. And I think the powers that be understand that, so they look at it like, and like I said, it's a money play for them. This shit, because another body in a prison, depending on where it's at, like, and this is just a number, $33,000 per inmate per year is what you'll get from the state. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Like, that's another hustle I wish I was in on. Like,
damn, now you want to be a slave master, bro?
Nah, the prison industrial complex. I don't know why niggas like, yo, do y'all niggas want to be rich or y'all want to be fucking like activists out here? Niggas want to be rich with morals. You can't have it both ways.
Hey. I get it. You that's
Listen,
a bar. You can't be rich with morals.
But I'm just saying that's like I'm always like when people talk about like running businesses or creating businesses, I always think about like something that forever. It'll just keep going and it keep going and it keep going. Unfortunately, prison is big business. We can't change it, and it is not like they're not going to not have prisons. So should I not put my hat in the freaking bit if I could get me some of that money?
I don't think people of color would have a problem with that if they felt like the actual system in which puts people in prison wasn't predicated towards putting squarely them or giving them an unfair advantage of being there. I do get what you're saying, because that's the capitalist in me. It's like, absolutely, if I was to have a chunk of money and want to invest it in something that I knew would probably last man itself, like, it would absolutely be something that has to deal with prisons, because just logically in a business sense, it makes sense. It's not something that will ever disappear. This is something that will always be needed here in this country as long as it operates the way that it operates.
You're going to need it. Like I said, you control people with fear.
Absolutely.
It's going to be needed no matter where people are. The prison in El Salvador, that motherfucker, they don't turn out the lights. Like, them motherfuckers is in the lights all day long. I think it's like one big freaking like yard. It's like nah, man. And we worried about over here making sure motherfuckers got health care and shit. Like, motherfuckers in prison living better than some people on the streets, because you're worth more money alive to them than dead. Like I said, if it wasn't big business, we'd be getting rid of motherfuckers left and right. All right, get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. And now they starting to panic now because they're talking about some the birth rate is declining. Niggas ain't having kids. It's like, no shit, motherfuckers don't even know if the world gonna end or not. Y'all think that motherfuckers gonna be still out here fucking having kids? Like, and then there was another statistic that came out. That shit blew my mind too, where they said that I think this year was the first time that the teen births were lower than, it was some weird number, right? But like, basically older women are having kids.
Oh yeah. I
more
saw that.
Than teenagers.
I want to say, like, it's women over their 40s or women over 35 or something like that.
But they compared it to teenage pregnancy, and I didn't even think of it. They're talking like teen all the way up to 18.
Well, the funny thing about that is the women who are now having babies are the women who weren't having babies.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the numbers are shifting. The women by and large, let's talk about this real quick. By and large, over the past 15 to 25 years, women have been able to acquire wealth themselves without a man needed in a way was never ever seen before in America. I would be under the impression of thinking absolutely the birth rate has went down because women as a generation or in a particular pocket of moment and era, this is like a very liberating moment for them. The women are out here becoming whoever, like we say, men have explicitly said it, that the women are out here moving like the men now. That's because they're out here with the same freedoms and liberties as the men. So now the decision making is different. Now their positions is different, and this is what you get. And you know who gonna benefit most from some shit like that? The white woman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She gonna benefit the most from this. So that's why they birth rate declining the most. And the white women,
that's because they got weak genetics, but that's another conversation.
And the white women like to commingle. Yeah, you know they got weak genetics. You see St. Brown, the wide receiver for the Lions, his pops was talking about procreating with the white woman on purpose because that's how you get good athletes.
Oh shit, nah, I ain't see that one.
Yeah. He was like, you can't cut it too much though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga.
You can't cut it too much. That's crazy.
He's like, see, you black and white Brooklyn. He was talking about, I guess his girl or his wife. He was like, see, you black and white Brooklyn, black and white. Okay, after that, you're gonna gotta get it. Basically, get another nigga back in there.
I mean, listen,
to get the melanin back in there.
Listen, I respect it.
Ah, shit, here we go.
No, I do. I respect it because he's standing in what he believes in, right?
But
and he's
crazy,
also not on some old, I'm going to keep, like the fact that he said you can't cut it too much lets me know that he understands the hierarchy of the DNA.
Absolutely.
Like now you gotta bring that shit back around, re-rock it again.
But one would think if we're the hierarchy, then why not just commingle and procreate with our own and just continue to boost and exceed ourselves? Why cut it?
This is a hot take.
Oh shit! I don't have my ether. Fuck.
Nah, you ain't got the ether. That's crazy. No, but like, I think the reason it's fucked up to say, but like, we got too many broken homes in the black community, right? Oof. And not for nothing, a lot of people be out here fucking on people that if they knew who they were related to, they probably wouldn't be doing it, right? Oof. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, for instance, my father, this nigga, there's like 8 of us, right? Now, thank God we all look alike, because there's no way that I would run into one of my siblings and be on some more, I don't know, like, no, like we all look alike. So that's different. But there's motherfuckers out here making kids all around the country in different states, and then these kids grow up, they go off to other places. Y'all niggas is just mixing DNA with motherfuckers that you don't even know if you're compatible with. Now, with that being said, his pops is onto something. You create, because the only way for genetics to actually improve is by experimenting. You see, for instance, with weed, take weed, right? So one little piece of pollen could create how many different phenotypes, right? It's the same thing with mixing genetics, and you take out the weak genetics and you keep the good ones. That's why Sour Diesel had the run that it had, because that was some great fucking genetics. But it wasn't some original shit. It was like a hybrid that turned into like the OG, as they call it. Right. Same thing with like the Kush. All of these things, it's the same shit. Like, I know it sounds crazy because people, you're mixing and dilute. It's not diluting the product, because like Pop said, you got to keep it, throw another nigga back in the mix. You know, you just keep adding to that. Is going to make strong genetics. I'm telling you, man. Like, and think about it too. When they were back in the slave days, they had actual breeding farms. Oh shit! I knew you was gonna go there, man. I'm just saying. You telling me the shit I usually say. Go ahead, cook. Nah, but their thought process behind it was, we're gonna have the ultimate Negro. This motherfucker's going to be able to work all the time without getting tired. He's going to be able to jump 80 feet in the air. He's going to be able to carry fucking 2 oxen on his back. No problem. Look at all of these super freakish athletes that we got today. True. Like that, but that's what I mean. And so even back then, what they were doing, that shit wasn't even making sense, because they were just grabbing people from different areas. They didn't know where these motherfuckers were related or not. And then They would split families up. Like, your peoples go over here, you over here. Like, we don't know any of our real lineage. And like I said, niggas is out here just reproducing with anybody. They fucking up the gene pool. Like, that's why you have so many, like, and people don't want to. They jumped on my neck when I said this, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's
crazy.
That was
But
nuts.
The reason that the autism rates is so high is because of, no, for real, genetic mutation. Niggas is out here fucking on people they don't know the medical history of. And then you go and on top of that, because this is what motherfuckers was like, oh, vaccines don't, it's not about specifically the vaccine. But when you talk about genetic mutation and you start entering all of the shit into it, it's going to do some weird shit to your body. It's going to have an adverse reaction.
Did you see the video of the young lady? And I forget who just said it. It was somebody of some celebrity, but it was a woman. Like, yo, if a woman got more than 2 baby daddies, like, don't mess with it because like
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I was ready to freaking go up on her head top, but when I heard it, it made sense.
Swear, it kind of made sense. Like, it was like,
motherfuckers don't like her because they say that she ain't funny, but what she said was true. And I've been saying that shit for years too, but motherfuckers think that I'm crazy. And it ain't even about just procreating. Like, when motherfuckers have sex, that's like a transfer of energy. And you motherfuckers out here just be raw dogging everybody.
Sheesh.
Like, and not realizing that is a transfer of energy.
Absolutely.
Not only is your pH balance off, but your fucking your fucking hormones is out of balance. Everything's out of whack. Like, and like I said, I know, like, I'm probably not the person to say it anyway, because like I got 2 baby mamas. So niggas gonna be like, yo, you a hypocrite? Like, no, I ain't a hypocrite. I understand what it is.
Right.
Like,
you willing to acknowledge what it is.
Yeah. Like, we out here wilding. And don't nobody want to recognize that part. Everybody, my body, my choice. You're right. But don't get mad when you bring a kid into the world and now we got to deal with it and we got a problem with it. Because you want to feed the little nigga Takis for breakfast.
All right, man. Come on. Let's get up out of there, man.
All right.
That was my 4 topics, but did you have anything else?
Yeah. So
okay,
I've been collecting topics. I'm always collecting topics. I did a podcast on Saturday when I had time. I was like, oh, but I started this one. So I mean, it all depends. They kicked Turk off the Cash Money Millionaires 30th anniversary tour.
Yeah, I seen that.
I think that was kind of fucked up. But him and his wife got online and basically they're saying that he got kicked off because he didn't want to take the short. Now, and they're saying that he was a liability, I guess, because he was online talking shit to somebody. But I just think it's kind of crazy because this whole, like, it's like the curse around Cash Money is real. And the reason I say it is because they were so pivotal in hip hop, like in the early 2000s.
Right.
Like they was out here, they was killing it. They created history. And we saw what happened with all of them. Like everybody, I mean, Lil Wayne went off to do his own thing, but even his like traumas and all of that shit, Juvenile, fucking BG, and Turk, you know, and if you know their history, them niggas was like shooting dope back in the day. So like they were wild. And he went to jail for having a shootout, or he went to prison, shootout with the cops, and he came home and he tried to, you know, reacclimate back into it. And I just don't think that they gave him a fair shot. It felt like at every turn, like niggas just kind of gave Turk the cold shoulder. BG came home and everybody like literally embraced him.
Right.
Like, oh, it's BG. And the issue that I had with the whole overall thing was I just felt like they didn't really want to fuck with Turk for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just think that niggas looked at him like he was corny. They were just like, nah, we ain't fucking with him. And this was just a way to get rid of him. But my thing is, when it comes to business, would it have made more sense for them to just keep him for tour purposes or use that as an excuse to throw him out?
I mean, it from the looks of it, like we don't really know the insider information, so what's taking place might be warranted. You know what I'm saying? There's always that way to look at it, but why would a person willingly subject himself to that type of, treatment over and over after everything you've been through at this point in the situation? I mean, I don't know. I'm not one to really look at business and feel any type of way about it, because like business is business, and so you sign up for what you sign up for, especially in the entertainment industry, right? Like, if it's up to you and whoever represents you to make sure you are in the best position you can be in when dealing with these companies and doing this shit with the contracts. It's
Right.
not too far-fetched to me that out of all the record labels in the world, one that's having money problems to this day is Cash Money Records. That's not too ironic. I'll do you one bet.
You cooking with that one?
Like, I mean, Cash Money Records, right? The same label whose pioneer and legacy acts have had consistent on and on money issues with the label and the people who own it. Let's talk about the two new acts that kept y'all afloat and kept y'all relevant to the point
Right.
where now they don't fuck with you and got money issues and problems with you. This is just the legacy of Cash Money Records. Beatrice and Slim just know something the rest of us don't.
What if it ain't even Slim? What if it's just Beatrice?
Why
You
we
just,
but see that's okay, hold on.
because we only see him. We
But
never see Slim. That's why ignorance is
but
bliss.
but it might be set up like that on purpose. What about if Beatrice
Could.
is just the spokesman and Slim really the fucking one, because he the one making the moves and making, and like it, there's always two ways to look at things. But what we know for a fact looking at this situation is everything and everybody that come out of Cash Money Records keeps getting fucked over. Even if you not the one person doing it explicitly, you are in cahoots or around some shit that always time and time again moves like this. Why would you come into this situation, right, knowing its history, or B, why wouldn't you leave this situation knowing how it started off and how it's been going? Why would you even do that? Like, bro, you done fucked over Wayne, one of the biggest rappers of all time. You fucked over Drake, literally the new biggest rapper of all time. You fucked over Nicki Minaj, arguably the best female rapper of all time. Huh?
Yeah.
And then before
That tracks.
before that, you were in possession of the hottest group to come out of New Orleans that eclipsed the hottest group coming out of New Orleans. Right? And y'all was moving them boys in a way where before Wayne was jumping on tracks with niggas, it was really Juvenile.
Right.
Why is Juvenile, and like I fuck with Juvenile, but why is Juvenile on a song with Hove? Like, that don't track for me at the time, but they made it fire. So you know what you
So it does. To know Jay-Z's history, that does work, because Jay-Z, because I remember saying this at the time, Jay was always, niggas would call it clout chasey today, but back then, if it was a hot new artist out there, Jay would get on the track, do their flow, all of that shit.
Yeah.
And like,
It's the Drake
that's
move.
what, right, and that's what brought more eyes to it, because it's like, oh shit, if Hove is fucking with it, we gotta fuck with it.
Right.
Niggas would call that shit clout chasey today.
Right.
They didn't like, but that was how it was done. So that when you heard Hove on that high shit, niggas was like, oh nah, hell no. Now everybody want to get on that bitch.
Right.
And remember, there was a point in time too with Cash Money, they didn't do features.
True. Very true.
Remember, like all of their albums, all in-house producers, nigga, they ain't fuck with nobody. It wasn't until I think that resurgence, member, and this is, I guess, how it all started too. Fucking Birdman with what happened to that boy, the clips.
Right.
That was like the first like big outside feature, and then it started going from there. They did a few like little ones, but like from the clips. Then Wayne went on to do his run, and he just worked with everybody. He was fucking around with Jewels and them. Like they just opened the door, whereas though it really gave them new life, because they could have died out had they not did any of that. If they'd have just stuck to their old format, that shit would have just.
You don't have a choice but to do that because you lost Juvenile, you lost Turk, you lost BG, you lost your main group.
Right.
You're not paying your producer. Like, and the only motherfucker left is the youngest nigga here.
Yeah.
So he's being held captive. If we keep it 100.
And he saved it. He saved the damn label. Like, he definitely saved it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Turk, at this point, this is part of Turk's legacy. Like, if he can't celebrate that, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that nobody will ever. I don't want to say that nobody will ever respect his pen or any of that, but I just don't think that, and I think he knows it, that this is the ship that he has to work with to get to the next plateau. Because I'm sure he's got plans and shit that he wants to do. Because when he came home, like, got into the Instagram, like, he was adapting to life, but he realized that it wasn't hitting. He released projects, he wrote a book, he did all of that, but nothing hit like if he was to get on that stage with them.
Well, I mean,
he's like the reunions and all of that shit.
Well, he's the least known member out the group.
Not necessarily to the masses.
But the masses is what we're talking about. The masses have got to be here ready to support you in order for you to be relevant. But
yeah, but that Hot Boys album, man.
But like, I feel you. I get what you're saying, and you speaking to like the culture and the art of it. But if we're speaking to the masses, and this is the reason why they might treat you the way they do, because they know they can go on without you, and ain't nobody really gonna be that upset about it. You're not moving the bottom line. It's kind of just a fucked up position to be in. I think everyone in most of these rap groups, in some way, shape, fashion, or form, ends up in this position. It just depends on what they do with that position that makes it look a particular type of way, and sometimes it just don't hit, and it's unfortunate too. But
right.
It does happen.
No, you're right. I mean, I just thought that one was interesting because I didn't even know that they were on tour.
Yeah, I didn't know
the
either.
Fact that they were on tour, and then the fact that I think, you know, my New Orleans followers, they were the ones that was like, nah, they sent Turk home. I said, hold up, Turk got kicked off the tour. Nigga hit me with a, what did he say? He said is a fat kid heavy or some shit.
Oh,
like
shit.
I just left it alone. I was like, all right, you got it, brother. You got it.
Yo, I like that one. Is a fat kid heavy. Before you bring up the next one, I want to reference back to that Instagram link I sent you earlier.
Oh yeah.
That shit is some of the most diabolical shit I have seen recently. What is this shit? Let me open up the old Instagram.
The Pussy Church in Houston.
This is on August 23rd, 2025.
It's coming up. I'm on vacation that week too. I ain't going to Houston though. This shit is crazy.
Did you see the times?
11:11 a.m. What the hell?
11:11 a.m. to 5:55 p.m. Doors
Door closes at 12:12
p.m.
$60 donation.
Donation.
Sweet Love Sanctuary. This is some freaky ass shit.
Now look, I thought this page was some bullshit until I went and looked at it and just noticed this woman on here, and I don't know what to make of this. But
They got vegan pizza. This shit's gonna be mad fucking chicks with septum piercings, gauges all in their ears.
Yeah,
niggas with some anime shirts. It's a non-profit church, and all donations will come with a charity receipt as all registrations are tax deductible. Will I see you there? Hell no. First of all, I don't even. Yeah, they're gonna have dried up herbs. This shit is about to be hippie freaknik 2025.
Yo, pizza and sunbathing, and then replenished with a custom formulated spiritual bath from fresh and dry herbs. What?
Oh nah, this a cult. This a cult. Niggas about to go down there and drink the Kool-Aid. Gonna be
I don't know.
Niggas get some shit off. All of this freaky shit, like people be getting shit off under the guise of like why would y'all put religion into this? Pussy Church. Sweet Love Sanctuary. like this sounds like a goddamn Diddy party.
Oh shit! All right,
Like,
we can get out of
telling
there, man. Go
I'm
ahead.
telling you, yo, that's just crazy.
What you have next?
Nah, so shit, this a good segue into some freaky ass shit. So
Oh,
that dude, Dean Drayton.
Oh, is that Sniffer?
Nah, that's the dude that left he left the baddie stranded in Turks because she wouldn't let him
Oh,
smash.
you mean DeAndre Ayton?
DeAndre, what did I got? What does this shit say? I read the wrong page.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton. He left for Chicken Turks.
Yeah, look, they said Dean Drayton. I said, who the fuck? I ain't never heard of this dude.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Look at this font. Look at this shit. Niggas put Dean Drayton up there.
You know what? You know why all them shits be fucked up nowadays? Because everything is just turned into AI, bro.
Yeah.
Everything is just turned into AI. That's all this shit is about. That's for real.
Nah. Yeah, so he basically, and this is a constant story that keeps happening. Flyouts going bad. And everybody's always like, well, why would you go somewhere? First of all, why would you go somewhere without money? That's number one. And if a dude, and this is why fathers are important to their daughters, because fathers need to be putting their daughters up on game. Like, you need to tell your daughter, like, listen, if some nigga is paying for you to go on a trip, especially to Turks and Caicos, you ever seen that water is blue? This ain't the Jersey Shore. That water is blue. And you know what ain't gonna be blue is this nigga's balls.
No.
So I'm just letting you know right now, if you get on that plane, that's what's gonna happen. You gotta keep it real. You want to sugarcoat shit to motherfuckers? No, a man should respect, he's gonna respect you, but if he's paying for a first class trip and it looked like she was on like a private jet or something, left her ass stranded there. Said, yo, if you ain't giving up the what Future said, I'm good, love, thanks.
No shit.
Hit her with that. So, I don't know. I feel like it's an unspoken rule though. If you flying out, especially like I said, to an island like that, listen, if a motherfucker take you to Detroit or something, like I get it.
Oh shit, that's disrespectful as hell, bro.
I like Detroit. I've never been, but I want to go to Detroit. I think some of the best rappers are from Detroit too. I like a lot of the Detroit rappers. But what I'm saying is, if a nigga bringing you to a city like that and you like, yo, nah, I ain't on that type of time, I get it. But don't accept the trip to Turk and Caicos. You ain't about to give up the cakes. What is we doing here?
So I'm just surprised that anyone would be doing this off of the hills of the Diddy Trail.
Niggas about to get extra free. We just saw the little freaky ass church party they about to have. Niggas is about to be wilding out here, yo.
I'm surprised anybody of any real notoriety would be moving like that. Like, okay, let me not be naive. I know y'all
is
still
we trafficking or is we tricking?
I don't know why I'm trying to be so modest about this right now. I'm just trying to give a contrasting view.
This is your pod, nigga.
I'm trying to give a contrasting.
I'm supposed to be behaving myself.
No, go crazy. I'm enjoying this.
I've been on the roll lately, man.
Shorty, yeah, like what you thought was finna happen. You know what? You want to know what? I figured it out.
Nigga took a strong hit off that.
I figured it out. It makes sense. You know why this tracks? This tracks that she thought that she was going to get flown out on a private jet to Turks and Caicos with the center of the Los Angeles Lakers. And she thought she was going to be in a position to tell him that she was not here to give up any type of sexual relations. I know why she thought that. Because there was 2 million women somewhere who decided to give an app their actual ID and go post anonymously about men in their local city. It all tracks now. I got it. I figured it out. I figured it out, dog.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I saw that one on the timeline and I was like, why is this even a conversation? And then there was there were two things that actually happened today.
Okay.
The other Twitter conversation, there was this girl. These two girls got into it. Surprise, right? It was I don't know how it started, but basically this light-skinned John tried to tell this dark-skinned John that she was ugly or whatever, right? You know how they do that? They enlarge the profile picture. I know you ain't talking, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so the girl was like, and the girl, they put up the two-face card. The girl was like, ugly, never, whatever. Meanwhile, the girl, she wasn't ugly, but then they found a full body picture. They was like, nah. Somebody said she had fluid on her knees. Shit just went up from there. And so it was basically what they said was the colorist and the fat phobic shit was going on, because the one girl was dark skinned, and so the fat girl was light skinned, and she thought she was killing it, not realizing that, yo, niggas hate you right now. Like you can't say nothing about anybody of the dark skin. I don't care, and especially to be light skinned, because you already know that internal shit. And light skinned niggas always go the hardest to try to prove that they blacker than other motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck that is, but she was going. Yo, this girl had she had a space for like 12 hours or something. Like she didn't go to sleep. The big girl, right? The fat girl, light skin joint, to the point that niggas was getting in the live. And they was cursing her ass out. They was like, yo, this is the dumbest shit you ever did. It was like, yo, we made your dumb ass famous because you want to be fucking a colorist and shit. The girl was like, you can get fucking lost. I don't get fucked. Like, you get fucked because you oppressed. Yo, she was online all fucking night.
Streaming?
On the spaces, the Twitter spaces.
Oh, so she was just talking on her phone all night.
On the phone, had the phone, like, niggas was getting in there, like motherfuckers come up on stage. Yeah, I don't know how we got here. Yo, they would slow walk the dog on her too. I don't know how we got here. You know, we supposed to be doing better as a people, and she thinking that they about to align with her. Yeah. Niggas roast her ass, yo, big forehead ass. Yeah. But the nigga said she had water on her knees. I damn near dropped the phone. I said, all right, that's enough for Twitter for the day.
That's enough, Joe.
I said, nah, that's enough, yo. But it's shit like this that's still happening, that it's all like it's all women just being each other's worst enemy. And then somehow us men keep getting dragged into the shit. Like,
well, we always the common denominator when it comes to women, right?
Niggas just be minding our business though.
Yeah.
But nah, them niggas gave Shorty the business. And rightfully so. Like, people gotta stop with this. Cause you know, like, that's the go-to line online now. When motherfucker, if you're not witty enough, motherfuckers just wanted to go enlarge your picture. They try to find something wrong, or nigga, you got whiskers on your chin. Like, they'll just say anything. And it's like, yo, they ain't got shit to do with what I said. What I said still stands. What I said still stands. I don't care if fuck you poke the nigga my eye crooked, all of that shit, whatever. My point still stands. You just mad that you ain't witty enough, and you think that you gonna come over here and try to roast somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you got it. That's usually how it goes, man. Most people that move with finesse end up dealing with people that move with blunt force. That's usually how it goes. Because the people who move with blunt force, they just don't understand the finesse of things. But I mean, the people who finesse things, they understand what brute force is, and that's why they move with finesse. So it's kind of.
I don't argue with niggas no more. I don't. I told, and I put that shit on my bio. I said, more than likely, I am definitely talking shit about you on my little podcast. That's my new shit from now on. Like, so if you online having a debate with me, you go to my page to see anything you want to see what I look like or whatever. The first thing you're going to see is, if you're reading this, I am definitely talking shit about you on my little podcast. Fuck that. I'm tired of you niggas. When is this coming out?
I'll probably hold this one in the chamber for maybe about, what is it, Monday? Probably maybe within the next week.
All right, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it'll probably be about a week.
Nah, man, some of these motherfuckers, they set me off. There's a nigga, right? Nah, and the fucked up part is I know this nigga, right? Okay. Like, I know this nigga like in real life.
Okay.
Problem is the nigga got a little clout.
Okay.
And he a little off in the head too. But he got a little clout now, so he think he could talk to niggas in the old type of way.
Right.
This nigga, his name is Riley fucking Rittens. I am so like, and the crazy part is, so I put this nigga on the podcast many moons ago.
Okay.
Before he's a rapper nigga, but during the pandemic.
That's why you don't like rappers.
No. I fucks with the rappers, but no, this nigga. So during the pandemic, he was the nigga that was he got popular for doing the OnlyFans reviews. You ever seen that shit hit the timeline? This weird nigga.
I don't think so.
So peak pandemic too. Nigga found a lane. He was on a TikTok with the green screen, telling motherfuckers, yo, this one's worth it. This one isn't worth. Like he got some ground from that.
He was Buddy. He was Buddy before Buddy that's out right now. Before the Goon guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He basically took his lane.
Okay.
But he got him a little clout or whatever. And we don't really like chop it up like that. Like I see him on the timeline, like, yo, what up? Like I retweeted shit. Like I support the nigga because the people that I was rocking with, like, put me onto him. Okay. Now they told me the nigga was crazy, but that was after the fact. Already, like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you some clips, yo. We recorded a pod with this nigga. Me and my homie. They had this nigga on the pod. Now this nigga's a freaky ass nigga. This nigga, his thing is he just loves porn. Like this nigga's
anybody coming and giving you play-by-play analysis.
But this was before that. This is what I'm saying. When my introduction to him was like, yo, this nigga's some freaky ass nigga. Like freaky ass nigga. And like we had him on the pod. This nigga, he giving it up, talking about his top 5 porn stars. All of that shit, like yo, the shit. It was a good content. It was great content. Right. I'm not going to hold you, but the nigga had a moment in there, right, where it's like, I think his crazy activated. Like we asked him a question, and he was about to answer it, and he like closed his eyes and he like mumbled something. I don't know what he said, but the shit's on tape. I could have cut it out, but I was like, nah, this nigga crazy right here. But he, what did he say? And this is the shit that pissed me off because it's like niggas don't know how to have dialogue anymore.
Right.
It's like, and my issue with him is like, now that you got this clout, this platform, you act like everything you say is law. So the nigga tweeted out, he said, Nicki Minaj fans is the reason that Eminem's stand is relevant. And all I said was, I think it's the other way around. Like, no, it is. Like, Stan is the reason that people are the way that they are. Like before, like when Eminem made that song, like nobody knew what the hell a fucking a Stan was. Yeah. Like he made that, and this is why these people are the way that they are. It ain't got nothing to do with who Nicki Minaj is. It just happens to do that. This shit was thrown in the atmosphere, and now that there's a name for it, that's what it is.
This is the byproduct of that.
So this nigga gonna go. What did he say? He said no, Ant. He said no, Ant, we don't do trolling over here. I said, nigga, nobody's trolling you. I was like, it's just an opinion. And then he hit me with the no, Ant. I said, nigga, are you sassing me? Like, because like now you keep saying no, Ant. Like you just mad direct to me, and I felt disrespected because I'm like, yo, I know you. Like I know you in real life. Like we can have these conversations. Like I don't. Like, nigga, don't get on no platform because you got a little clout now. You think if a nigga disagree with you, you acting like the baddies. Nigga disagree with you. No. That's what he said. That trolling don't work over here. And I said, nigga, I don't have to troll you. I know you. I know you in real life. Like, nigga, I got footage. I'm the reason that Ari Lennox gave you that little. So I had no idea who Ari Lennox was. Right. This is before like all of her shit. We put out the pod. He sent her the clip because I guess he knows, or the nigga's been stalking her. That's what I say. But whatever. So she sent him a video back like, Riley, you was over there with them whores in that whorehouse doing some strange things. So he sends the video to me. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? He's like, oh, that's Ari Lennox. She signed to J. Cole. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, you know her? He was like, yeah, it's my crush, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Nigga, I had no idea who that woman was, but she know that you a certified freak because you got online talking all of this crazy shit. You went to the rub and tug. Like, yo, this shit is crazy, yo. I'm gonna send you the clips because the nigga was wilding. But I know that nigga. And I'm telling him on this pod, I told him on my other pod, nigga, it's up for you. I know you. Watch your fucking mouth. Don't be sassing me, nigga. Ain't got time for that shit, but yeah. That's my new shit. I ain't arguing with niggas no more. I get online and talk shit about you. Fuck out of here.
That's brother James do shit too. He's on that conquest too.
Yeah, you got to give niggas the intention that they want. Like this ain't what you want. Like, cause I'm not about to sit here and thumb thug all day long. I said what I said, and I was like, nigga, are you like you sassing me? Like, you serious? No, Aunt. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Trolling don't work over here, Aunt. I said, nigga, I know you in real life, and it's fucked up because like I saw the potential. Like, I know like what content sells,
right?
Like, nigga, and I didn't do that on some I'm trying to exploit you or whatever. That wasn't it. Because we did another podcast with him before. I got that shit somewhere in the vault, and I asked him some crazy ass shit because I think he did some weird shit to a friend of mine.
Oh shit!
And she told me about it, and we was drinking Tiger Bone that night, and that shit just went left. And I said, "Yo, what did you do to so and so?" He was like, "Oh, you serious?" And I egged him right onto it to the point where I didn't put out the podcast because I was like, "That's not right."
Right.
So that it wasn't like I didn't, and I showed the nigga grace because I could have easily put that one out and been like, "Yo, this nigga, lock up your fucking daughters, all of that." Like, no.
This nigga ad-lib off the clip, dog. This nigga ad-lib off the clip, dog.
Hey man, I've been on a roll lately.
I don't even know what to talk about after that.
That's fine, man. We can end it right there. It's been a run, man. It's been fun.
Yo, it's always fun, dog. I'm sorry.
Nah, this shit gonna go up when it go out too.
Oh, this nigga just went crazy. Hey, look, tell the people where they can find you at.
Yo, at Fat Liver Jones on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You know where to find me. Listen to Rants with Ant, damn it, the podcast. Rants with Ant, damn it. Yeah. Listen, the podcast. Listen. My new thing is I'm just gonna put out content till I can't content no more. I got a bunch of dope shit that's lined up. My daughter's boyfriend's on the next one that's coming out this week.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's different, sat down and he listens. So shout out to James. He listens to a lot of this shit. Like and I was taken aback too because I think the first time he let me know he was listening was when we did the dark skin nigga convention.
Oh shit!
He heard that pod and he was like, yo, it was, I guess, like just learning about me was informative for him. So we sat down and we talked about like just a bunch of random shit. So that one to be out, by the time y'all hear this, that one's already gone. But yeah, it's lined up. I'm ready. I'm rolling, and yeah, we're gonna have you back over there at some point too.
Let's go.
Yeah, the next time I think I'm gonna bring brother James on.
Okay.
Yeah.
With me or just y'all two?
Just us two.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely try to like divide and conquer the Bourbon Boys network.
Hey, I'm here to tell you, he ain't gonna have to try hard.
Nah, yeah, that's just, so I haven't had the luxury to meet everybody else yet, but when I do, I'll definitely have everybody on individually because one thing that I've been realizing is like everybody's personalities are completely different, which is a good thing,
right?
But you get to have different POVs, and when you bring people outside of that element, a lot of times they flourish, sometimes they clam up. Yeah. But I think that the way that I do things, I don't think that people would clam up because it's more of I just grab things and be like, all right, well, maybe you might like this, maybe, just based off of what I know about people.
Right.
And I think I got that idea from you, as opposed to just trying to interview niggas, like bring them on.
Right.
Let you get your shit off the same way.
Absolutely, man. Like, it's a technique. You got to massage people. Pause. You got it. Yo, I'll read at the cloudiest, man. This was another offering from the Bourbon Boys Network. Please like, subscribe, share, rate, comment, do all that shit. Yeah, man. And shit, be on the lookout for some more shit.
Word, because we definitely gonna be on our little podcast talking shit about you niggas.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm dead.